Well, welcome back once again to another installment of Florida College Falcons basketball. It is a cool Saturday afternoon here in Temple Terrace as the Falcons take on Southeastern University here in Conn Gymnasium. Getting us started with the starting lineups. Derek Murphy, number 0, is joined by Joshua Blazquez, number 3, number 5, Ahmad Johnson, number 11, Amir Brikat, and number 35, Diego Platas for Southeastern. For the Falcons, it's number 0, Larion Guinness, joined by number 1, Nate Duda, number 3, Malik Buford, number 5, Keegan Phillips, and number 13, Chase Hettinger, getting the starting spot today. And the Falcons are going to win the tip. We have not seen Hettinger in a starting role as much this year, but the Falcons are trying to gain some momentum after a rough start to their season. They are now 7-13. Coming fresh off of a win, and Chase Hettinger earning his spot already, cashing one in from down by the baseline. That one's good for 3. The Falcons out to an early lead. It's going to be Blazquez. Tosses it off to Johnson. Buford is going to get the rebound for the Falcons. He gets through the 1-on-3 situation. A save for Guinness there to be able to get it back across the half court off the errant pass from Buford. Hettinger holds on to it. It's Phillips looking for a man. He's going to try to back down. Goes out. Guinness pump fakes outside. Hettinger drains it again. Already starting off strong. Falcons out to a quick 6-point lead against a strong Southeastern team. It was just 2 years ago when now assistant coach Matt Simpson was in his senior year here at Florida College that they lost to Southeastern by just 2 in the conference championship game. And they're starting off looking for revenge, and that one's drained quickly. Ahmad Johnson getting the first 3 points of the game for Southeastern. Looking to make it a shootout early on. Less than 2 minutes used up, already 9 points combined. Foul called. That's Amir Brikat charged with the foul, and it's inbounded to Buford. Hettinger looks to find Duda. And it's Diego Platas that gets in the way. Stealing it away, Southeastern has it. Phillips gets in the way. Ahmad Johnson finds Brikat. The outside. Blazquez drains one from outside. It's a tie ball game once again. Quickly answering to tie this game back up. Tossed up, Phillips slapping it away. Duda gets in there, tries to hit it, and is unable to. Taken up quickly, blocked hard, but ending up getting the 2 is Amir Brikat. He gets his first points of the game. Southeastern leads now by 2. And the Falcons are going to need to answer after 8 unanswered points that Southeastern has put up. Looking outside. Just missing a little bit flat is the shot from Larion Guinness. It's going to be turned over. Southeastern ends up with it. No call. It looked like he might have stepped out down by the baseline. That one is drained. Ahmad Johnson coming out to a strong start. Southeastern turns it around and leads by 5. Buford is going to settle it down after an opportunity to shoot for it. Stolen away by Guinness. It was stolen by Blazquez. Guinness said, I'm not having any of that. That one, Hettinger's going to lay in clean. No contested. Not even in the slightest by Southeastern. Florida College will get another 2. That gets them back within 3, and that's Johnson going up, but that shot is blocked. Ends up staying just short of the rim. And bouncing back, it's Guinness is going to find Buford. Buford looks like he wants it. He's hit on the way down. Buford with an incredible rolling save. Hettinger left open, drains it again. He's 3 for 3 to start the day from outside the line. He's got all 11 of the Falcons' points right now. 100% shooting in these first 4.5 minutes. That one's pulled up looking to answer, and that one's good for 3 as well. Southeastern coming out strong. And we'll see how long Florida College continues to ride the strong offense of Hettinger. That one, Buford pump fakes. He looks in. He's hit. No foul is called. Guinness leaves him open. Hettinger gets in the way. What a great job from Hettinger to get in front without drawing a foul. That one outside to Buford, left wide open. Buford drains it, puts it right back at 14. It's a tie game once again. What a display of offense from both sides so far. Moving pick called on Amir Brikat. Isaiah Shirley going to be checking in now for the Falcons. He's number 12. Looks like he will replace Hettinger. All the way across, Buford finds Shirley. Shirley pump fakes, finds Duda. Duda just off, bounced up, hit the backboard, and acted like it might fall back down, but ends up going out. The lane is left open. That one, a complete whiff, unfortunately for Phillips, and just slams in. Draws a foul instead of the missed shot. Derek Murphy is going to be sent to the line for Southeastern. He's going to make the first. Southeastern will re-extend that lead to 1. He's going to make both. They lead by 2 now. Falcons are going to look to answer. Hettinger taking some much-deserved rest, already in double digits in the points column in the first 5 minutes of the game. Guinness looked like he was going to have double cover. Southeastern switched back to man defense. Guinness goes down. Duda with another chance, and he capitalizes. Falcons up by 1. Strongest offensive showing we've seen all season out of the Falcons. And, of course, it's needed against this Southeastern team. That one swatted out from behind the back. Duda with quite the steal. Now with an opportunity, goes all the way down. Hit out of bounds. Stays Florida College's ball. Diego Platas got in the way and ended up being the one that it tipped off of last. For the Falcons, regained possession. Duda will catch the inbound from Guinness. Keegan Phillips holds it. They're going to look for Hettinger, who's back in the game now. He faked. Phillips goes up to shoot and loses control of it. Got a little bit anxious on the shot and just did not have the ball. Goes out of bounds, going to be turned over. Falcons still lead by 1. It's 17-16 with 13 minutes, 32 seconds left. So far, Southeastern sticking to man defense, and Florida College playing the zone. 2 up top and 3 down low. We'll see if they continue to do that. Diego Platas just with an unfortunate foul. A 1-on-3 situation, and he is able to draw that foul and send himself to the line. He'll have an opportunity to shoot 2 to get Southeastern back in the lead. Misses that one short. So now this one will be to try and tie it. Plata still has not scored He gets his first point of the game. For Southeastern, we have number 31, Matthew Lentz, checking in, as well as number 20, Nathan Michelson, from right here in Palm City. Outside, it's Duda, left open again. Duda drains it, 2 in a row. From outside, Falcons re-extend to 3. 20-17. Driving down low, Agony Jr. now in the game for the Falcons. Working it around is Southeastern. That one just short, and Agony at 6'10" goes up to get it and hands it off to Shirley. It's Duda. Guinness working it. Finds Duda again. Duda doesn't want it. Hettinger pump fakes. Looks outside to Guinness again. Duda under double cover. He's blocked. Doesn't get it. It's driven down by Nelson Reynolds. Ends up working it around to the baseline once again. That one, the attempt is no good. Agony able to grab the rebound once again. We've seen James Agony Jr. in quite a few games this year. He comes to us from South Sudan. And a lot of height, obviously. The technical skills have been built over time, and Guinness getting down low in a 3-on-1 and puts it away anyways. Falcons lead by 5. That one put up and good. Nelson Reynolds getting his first 3 of the game. And they're back within 2 of the Falcons, 22-20. This game so far on pace to be one of the highest scoring games that we've seen all year. Guinness is going to draw the foul. He almost made it a 3-point play. Nelson Reynolds will be charged with the foul. Malik Buford will wait to check in. Keegan Phillips will come back. It's like Justin Kruzeski may be warming up as well. Florida College missing a couple of key players that have been really strong for them this year. Right now, Steph is out with a hand injury. We saw that a couple of games ago. He was hit in the hand and still has a cast on. It looks like he may have injured his wrist and has been out for the past few games. And now Johnny Torrance Jr. as well is out. He suffered a concussion just 2 games ago. Is here on the bench supporting his team, but might be out for a couple more games. We'll see if he comes back soon. Definitely some much-needed height, and you'll see a lot more play from James Agony Jr. and Keegan Phillips because Stephon Martin and Johnny Torrance are both out. Might also see Nate Duda stepping in to that role a little bit more than he is used to. But certainly we will see more playing time for Agony. He struggles a little bit with the technical side of the game, but is so tall that it truly makes it difficult, regardless of his technical skill, to be able to shoot around him, get around him down low. And as you can see, already coming up with 2 big blocked shot attempts so far, fresh off the bench. We have Guinness now heading to the line. Chance to extend their lead to 4. He misses the first, so he'll have a chance to make it 3 with this next one. He does. Malik Buford back in the game for Florida College. We have number 30, Sterling Washington, checking in for Florida College as well. We have not seen a whole lot of playing time so far this year from him. Pick set. He gets around it, working down low, pulled up again. That one just out. Buford unable to come up with it, but it's Washington who's going to snag it. Agony got a hand on it and tipped it over to Sterling Washington. And Florida College came away with it. Buford with a chance. Just off the left side, a good-looking shot. Left open, but wasn't able to put it away. It's returned quickly. Keontae Thomas, number 2, in for Southeastern. That one dished outside and drained. It's Matthew Lentz getting his first points of the game. Tie ball game now at 23. We have not even reached the 10-minute mark in this first half. Both teams already almost a quarter of the way to 100 points. On pace for one of the highest scoring games we've seen so far this year. The attempt from Shirley swatted away. That one swatted out. Shirley gets on top. Somehow helps the Falcons recover. Sterling Washington out and right back in. It's a 3. Foul call, James Agony Jr. getting in the way. Looks like they may actually call that one on Sterling Washington. It's Keontae Thomas at the line. He misses the first. He's got a chance for one more. Has not made an attempt until that one right there. They're back within 2. Falcons still have a 2-point lead as we reach the 10-minute mark. Malik Buford driving down. He's hit hard. No foul called. You could hear that one from here. That one pulled up. Out of bounds off the shot clock. Shirley stepped off of Ahmad Johnson, and Johnson just missed that wide open opportunity that Shirley provided to him. And so far, the way the Falcons are shooting, Southeastern is going to need to capitalize on those opportunities when they get them, because they have not had a whole lot. They've done a good job thus far. We'll see if they continue to. Florida College gets the ball back. The ball ending up off the hand of Diego Platas. Will be headed right back in the same direction it was before. Hettinger has cooled off a little bit. They really have not been dishing the ball to him as much. Southeastern has noticed that they've been wanting to use him, and especially for how strong he was in those first couple of minutes. It's Buford now. Gonna call a travel on Buford. Nate Duda gonna check in for Malik Buford. Buford certainly didn't like the travel call. Unfortunately for the Falcons, it's a turnover once again, and Southeastern has it. Almost 9 minutes left in the first half. Dished outside, Johnson. Going in, has to try to slam it off the backboard. Great crash down low for that Falcons defense. It's Shirley fouled. It's Ahmad Johnson who's going to be charged with it. Number 3, Joshua Blasquez checking back in for Southeastern. Agony to Washington. Isaiah Shirley getting down low, cooking the defense. Ends up with a wide open opportunity. Falcons lead by 4 now. That one pulled up. That one's good. Drained from outside. Keontae Thomas now has 4 points on the day. Back within 1 of the Falcons. Sterling Washington settling it. It's Washington with it. What a disgusting shot from Washington, my goodness. Floats in between the defense down low, puts it in from the other side of the basket. That one, the putback, no good. Steps back, misses it off the backside of the rim. Sterling Washington earning some playing time right here. They certainly need him to show up, and he has so far. Agony Tossing it up, no good, just missing the opportunity. 3-point deficit, no travel called. Agony with a huge block. And they're going to call that one a foul. Looks like Agony may have hit him on the way down. It's Keontae Thomas once again with an opportunity. Missed one last time. Makes the first so far. Thomas right now 50% from the field and 66% from the free throw line. He's got a rebound and an assist as well on the day, and 5 points. Florida College going to get that one back. Agony gets in there quickly and sends it off the hand of Matthew Lentz, and the Falcons retain possession off the missed free throw. He's back to 50%. Shirley going to look around. Agony gets in the way. Drained once again. Nate Duda on a heater today. He is 3 for 4 now from outside the line on the day. Falcons with a 5-point lead, left wide open. Agony gets in the way. Tosses it over. Washington holds it. 4-on-3. Foul called. Travel called on Isaiah Shirley on his way to the basket. Southeastern gets it right back. Keegan Phillips back in now for the Falcons. Agony will check out. Get some much-deserved rest. Agony already with 3 rebounds just in the few minutes that he's been in the game. Just under 7 minutes left. As the scoring has slowed down slightly, especially for Southeastern. They've only had 5 points in the last 5 minutes. Left open, draining it from outside. Matthew Lentz once again, 2 for 3 from outside. Sterling Washington gonna settle it. It's Phillips. Can't find Washington down low. Phillips will get in the way, putting it in for 2. Southeastern ties it back up. They had an opportunity to find Washington down low. The play worked, and Phillips just couldn't see him. They will have to try to bounce back now. That one's stolen away. No reaching foul called. Duda unable to hold on to it. Goes outside. It's Lentz once again. Left open, and Lentz. Just a poor shot. Falcons are going to come away with it. Timeout's going to be called. Southeastern quickly answering to tack 5 more on in these last 30 seconds and tie it back up with the Falcons. Right now, the Falcons shooting 60% from the field today and 72.7% from outside the line. They are 8 of 11 from outside. Southeastern so far with just a couple more opportunities. They're 5 of 8 from the free throw line. The Falcons have only been sent to the line once. They are 8 of 13 from outside. They've got 2 more opportunities than the Falcons. And they're 10 of 22 from the field, shooting 45.5% against the Falcons' 60%. But right now, the turnovers column is where the Falcons are struggling. The Falcons have 6 turnovers to just 1 for Southeastern, and Southeastern has been capitalizing. They have 9 points off of those 6 turnovers. They have taken advantage of almost every single turnover that the Falcons have put out. That was a running theme early in the year. The Falcons oftentimes running into double-digit turnovers in the first half. We'll see if they can put a clamp on that in these last 6 minutes to keep it to 6. And now it's Guinness with it once again. Shirley spinning around. Has to go out. It's Phillips who pump fakes. Finds Shirley instead. Platas on defense. Shirley one-handed. Beautiful shot from Shirley to drain that one for 2. Falcons lead by 2. Plata's dishes it right back. Working around. Ends up with a look at it. It's Guinness. Goes down and draws the foul. It's Plata's charged with the foul once again. Southeastern with just 5 fouls. Florida College with just 4 in this first half. Guinness back in the game for the Falcons. Works it around. Hettinger ends up on the side. He looks to go down low. Has the opportunity. Knocked over, but puts the 2 away anyways. Florida College by 4. All the way down low, it's Diego Plata's left wide open. Nobody down low. Just didn't see him. And a great job from Plata's to get down there and remain undetected by the Florida College defense. Shirley's going to pump fake and get around Plata's. He is fouled on his way to the basket. A great foul draw from Shirley. He'll have an opportunity to go to the line. This is just the second trip to the line that the Florida College Falcons have had in this first half. No doubt Southeastern being careful. As you can tell, it's cost them. The Falcons have been so strong offensively, you wonder if they might get a little bit more aggressive and risk sending this Falcons offense to the line a little bit more frequently in the second half. Shirley just long. Looked a little bit awkward out of the hand. He'll have a chance to make it a 3-point lead when he shoots his second. Drains the second. Good correction from Shirley. And Florida College leads by 3. 4.5 left in this first half. Worked around, it's Blazquez looking to drive. Duda hits it out of his hand. Hettinger holds on to it. Athletic snag from Hettinger. He's going to drive all the way down, and Phillips with the no-look pass from Hettinger slams it down and gives the Falcons a 5-point lead and some much-needed momentum. Duda hits it out of the hand of Joshua Blazquez. Florida College getting aggressive on defense, especially Duda, who has been so strong today defensively. Really taking advantage of some sloppy dribbling from Southeastern. Worked around and put up. Just off the back and out. Hettinger gets the rebound for Florida College. And now they have a chance with a 2 to extend to their largest lead of the game. Hettinger looks to go down. Good defense from Derek Murphy prevents that from happening, and it's Guinness bobbling it a little bit off the hands of Shirley, but he's going to recover under double pressure. Phillips pump fakes. Hettinger left with a lane. No foul called. Florida College is going to get the ball. Ends up going off of Matthew Lentz. Florida College is going to call a timeout. Looked like they were going to send Agony into the game. I think they'd rather give Phillips a quick timeout breather. It's like just a 30-second timeout for the Falcons. Hettinger killing it from the field, especially on offense. Already with 2 assists and a rebound, but also is shooting 100% from the field. That is including going 3 for 3 from outside the line. No opportunities from the free throw line yet. We'll see if Southeastern tries to shut Hettinger down, maybe send him to the line a couple of times as we near the end of the first half, although I'm not sure that they'll want to the way that he's shooting so far today. Right behind him is Nate Duda with 9 as well. He is 3 for 4 from outside the line with 2 rebounds. Sterling Washington earning his spot. That one pulled up. Hettinger quickly draining it. Still 100%. 16 points in the first 17 minutes of this game. My goodness. Hettinger putting on a show. Falcons lead by 8. It's the largest lead of the game. Working it around. Hettinger getting in the way. That one somehow bouncing up and rolling in. It's Murphy giving himself an opportunity and cashes it. Isaiah Shirley. Falcons back to a 6-point lead as we near the 2.5-minute mark. Hettinger just short. That one looked a little bit off. He was quicker, had to be quicker off the dribble against Jason Reynolds. That one forced to go out. It's Agony who gets in the way. Hettinger gets a hand on it. Going to be off of Hettinger last. Falcons maintain a couple of really good blocks from Agony to get in the way. Southeastern. Huge block from Agony and a foul called. Just an unfortunate call for the Falcons. Joshua Blasquez being sent to the line just cannot match up against Agony. And that's going to seem to be the only way that the Southeastern guards are going to be able to get points down low, is to drive and force a foul. Agony right now with 2 fouls, and Keegan Phillips also with 2 fouls. They will need to be careful in the second half to avoid foul trouble. They are the 2 big men in this Falcons lineup, and that one missed. Tossed out. That one up. No good. Falcons are going to avoid a catastrophe there off the missed free throw. They lead by 5 as we near the 2-minute mark. Larion Guinness over to Malik Buford. Buford. Foul called. Buford's going to be sent to the line. He'll shoot 1 and 1. Falcons in the bonus now. And a couple of much-needed free throws here from Buford. Seeing a very frustrated Joshua Blasquez over on the Southeastern bench, no doubt. Struggling to get down low against Agony. And it's hard when you push that much and you give yourself an opportunity and then you run into a brick wall down there time after time. You can imagine how frustrating that is for Blasquez and how relieving it is for the Falcons to know that they have that down there on defense from somebody who truly they have had to work so much with this year to get him in shape. And that a steal from Guinness with a wide open opportunity. That one is going to be goaltending. Very easy call. And just a horrible decision from Matthew Lentz. That ball nowhere near the rim from Guinness. Just a not a great look. He had pressure coming from behind, but put it a little bit too firm. And Matthew Lentz just handed the Falcons a free 2 off of a missed shot. Now under 2 minutes, Falcons are leading by 9 now. That one pulled up. The put back is good. Nathan Michelson. Getting his first 2 points of the game. Falcons look to answer. 1.5 minutes left. Guinness is going to settle. They work Hettinger around. He was open, but Guinness takes it, leaves it short, and it bounces off. Pressure down low. Struggles to find a man, but he finds somebody outside. It's going to be Derek Murphy who holds it. 1:10 as the clock winds down. Michelson takes on Agony off the hands of Michelson. Just loses control. Agony once again doing an impressive job down low. And it is a turnover. Just their second of the game for Southeastern. Guinness finds his opportunity and puts that one away on a 1-on-4 situation. 50 seconds left. Falcons lead by 9. Southeastern struggling to answer in these past 3 minutes. We'll see if Florida College can keep the pressure on. That one drained from outside. It's Nathan Michelson getting his first 3 of the game. Clock is still running. Florida College 34 seconds. Just a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Florida College is going to try to make this the last play. They will have to shoot with about 5 or 6 seconds left. We'll see if they can drain some time and not allow Southeastern to answer and send them into the locker room with a sizable lead. That one up. Agony tries to get in there. No foul still called. 6 seconds left for Southeastern. Hettinger left by himself, stepping aside, draining it for three. An unfortunate end for the Falcons, taking it from what should have been an 8-point lead into the locker room. And it's cut down to 3 by Southeastern thanks to a huge 3 to finish off the first half, courtesy of Nelson Reynolds. We'll see if the Falcons can hold on in the second half against Southeastern. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the second half of the Falcons versus Southeastern. Here in Con Gymnasium, we've got 20 minutes left in the second half for the Falcons to try to maintain their 3-point lead. One of the higher scoring games we've seen so far this season. Falcons came out to an early lead, and then it bounced back and forth for the rest of the half until the Falcons had 6 on Southeastern, and Southeastern hit a last-second 3 to be able to put them back within 3. And now the Falcons off to a good start in this second half. They get the ball away, and it's Guinness. Dumps it to Duda. Duda drains it again. 4 for 5 on the day from outside the line. Falcons by 6. As Southeastern looks to answer. It's held outside, worked around. That one just off Buford. Accidentally puts it off of Guinness. And it's turned over. Southeastern's going to hold on to it. That will be Joshua Blasquez inbounding. Finds Amir Bricat. Southeastern starting lineup back for the second half. That one put up and good. Keegan Phillips unable to get in the way. Southeastern back within 4. That one slammed down. The alley-oop from Nate Duda. Larry Guinness with the assist. And they're back to a 6-point lead. What a huge momentum builder for this Falcons offense. That one, the step back. Good for 2 is Derek Murphy. A beautiful shot from the paint. Gives Southeastern 2 more. Phillips gonna work his way in. Looks to move. Poor shot from Phillips. Turned over. It's Blasquez with it. He's going to drive down. What a block from Keegan Phillips. That's going to be Falcons ball. That one off of Blasquez, who ends up on the floor. Blasquez has been getting beat up down low. He is struggling against this Falcons defense. First it was James Agony Jr. that got in the way a couple of times in a row and put him on the ground with a couple of huge blocks. One of them ended up being a foul called on Agony that Blasquez seemed a little bit shaken from. Now once again ending up on the ground. Hettinger pulling up just long from Hettinger. He was so good in the first half. Southeastern trying to block their own offense from getting that rebound. They get things figured out, settle it down. They trail by 4. Blasquez struggles to get around. Pump fakes, it's Plata's. Looking to back Phillips down. Goes to step outside, dumps it out. Pulled up and good for 2 at the buzzer. Ahmad Johnson with 8 now. 3 for 7 from the field so far today. It's Hettinger being backed down. Buford pulls up. Almost gets the 3. Just out the back of the rim. A strong shot that didn't go. Working it around, and it's Duda with another block. He's been so good on defense so far for the Falcons. That's Guinness. Pump fakes. Finds Hettinger. Hettinger goes up for the 2. Puts it in early and doesn't give Plata's a chance to block. Back to a 4-point lead for this Falcons team. 16 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second half. A steal goes through the legs of Hettinger from behind. He couldn't have seen it. And that one is Amir Bricat putting it back. He's got 6. Falcons with just a 2-point lead now. Guinness going to give them a breather and settle things up top. Phillips holds it now. Finds Buford instead. Buford struggles to find Guinness. Guinness recovers. Phillips Drains it from outside. Phillips' first three of the game. They left him open after the miscue he had earlier from outside, and it cost Southeastern 3. Florida College playing the best basketball that we've seen all year. Buford can't get a hold on it. Plades gets the rebound. That one put in a fantastic two from Joshua Blasquez, and a timeout's going to be called now for Southeastern. That gets them back within 3. Joshua Blasquez just having to work for everything he's got so far in this game. That gives him 9. He's the leading point scorer for Southeastern now in this game. And on the Falcons side, it's Hettinger and Duda running away with things. Hettinger is 7 for 9 from the field. His last 2 shots were from outside the line and missed. Before that, he was 100% from the field with 4 for 4 on his three-point attempts, a rebound and 2 assists. He's got 18 points on the afternoon. Nate Duda, 5 for 8 from the field, 4 for 5 from the three-point line on 3 rebounds and 1 assist. He's got 14. And look at the stat column for Larion Guinness, 3 for 7 from the field. He's struggling a little bit from outside, but he's got 5 rebounds and 9 assists on 7 points so far this game. 9 assists in just the first 25 minutes of the game, still with 15 left to play. Falcons have a 3-point lead. On the team side, the Falcons shooting almost 60% from the field and over 60%. They're at 61% from outside the line. Both teams struggling from the free throw line. Falcons 66% and Southeastern at 60. Falcons held to 6 turnovers. They were already at 6 with 6 minutes left to play in the first half. They were able to clamp down on that leak that they had sprung, and now we'll see if they can get a few back here. That one outside, Duda stepping across just short. Guinness tries to get in the way. Duda took an extra step to make sure he was behind the line, and I think that may have gotten in the way of his rhythm. Put up from outside. That one's drained for 3. And it's a tie ball game once again. Southeastern right back. Hettinger looking down, foul called. Into Hettinger. Hettinger pulls one up. He's looking a little bit off on his shot in this second half. He misses the 3-point attempt off the quick pull. Amir Bricat brings it down, and it ends up in the hands of Blasquez and right back to Bricat. Blasquez once again getting stronger down low and getting around the Falcons defense. Southeastern now has a 2-point lead. It's the first lead that they've had in about the past 10 minutes of play. Florida College is going to look to answer. Phillips tries to find Hettinger, almost gets stolen away, but he is going to recover, toss that one up. No good for the 2-point attempt. Hettinger has missed his last 4 attempts at the basket. We'll see if he can kick things back into gear. Poor pass from Bricat. It's tipped away by Hettinger. We're going to get Sterling Washington, number 30, checking in for Larion Guinness. And for Southeastern, it's Nathan Michelson checking back in, number 20. That one inbounded way out to Ahmad Johnson. That one pulled up for 3. Drained for 3. Once again, it's Ahmad Johnson. Assisting Derek Murphy on the 3. Derek Murphy now has 12, 50% from outside the line. Duda goes up, puts it up, no foul called. He's tripped on the way to the basket, does not get the call. Once again, the Falcons struggling to get a couple of key calls in these past 2 drives. Found outside. That one no good. Phillips finds Sterling Washington. Washington finds Buford. Buford tries to go down with it and loses control. Outside, Plottis holds it. Johnson. Michelson. The mismatch against Sterling Washington. And now Southeastern leads by 7, and that's their largest lead of the game. And what a quick swing it's been. The Falcons struggling to shoot a little bit has allowed Southeastern to come out in front with 12 minutes left. Washington with the stepper. In for 2. Back within 5. 66, Southeastern leads the Falcons to 61. Calling for it. Johnson calls for the pick. Plottis comes up. It's Murphy who tosses it back. Johnson drives down, spins out. What a shot from Johnson. Once again, the step back from the free throw line over by the elbow. And that's Washington going in a little bit strong, and Duda comes in to recover. Southeastern's defense was just standing there watching and waiting for it to fall, and Duda got down low and kept the Falcons from another missed opportunity. Pulled up and drained once again. It's Joshua Blasquez figuring things out in this second half. He's already got 14. He's shooting 50% from the field so far today. Washington steps out after being pushed by Blasquez. Well, with just 3 minutes left in the first half, the Falcons were leading by 9. Southeastern had hit a clutch 3 to get it back to 6. Falcons had the ball as the clock was winding down. And a miscue led to Southeastern getting the ball back and putting up another 3 to get it back to 3. And now Southeastern is making them pay for that mistake, and it's Isaiah Shirley called for the foul against Derek Murphy. Southeastern now with a chance to hold the largest lead of the game. Pump fakes, Johnson. Down low once again, Johnson coming alive in the second half. Buford cashing it. A much needed 3 for Florida College gets them back to 7. Johnson once again. What a shot from Johnson. Once again, getting down low, Duda stepping up and unable to stop him. Duda has the left side. He opts to go right, finds Phillips instead. Phillips pump fakes. We're going to have a travel called on Phillips. Falcons now with quite a few turnovers. It's Keontae Thomas back in for Southeastern, who holds it. Dumps it off to Nelson Reynolds. Reynolds had a strong first half coming off the bench. We'll see if that continues. He's got it Shirley on defense. Stepping up, draining it for 2. Southeastern has been so good with the small fadeaway shots from up by the free throw line. Falcons now trail by 11. Outside, it's Buford. Buford slams it down. That one off, and it's out of bounds off of the back of Nathan Michelson. Johnson was going down with it, lost control, tips off the back of Michelson. It's a much-needed momentum swinging back the Falcons' direction. Blazquez getting some breathing on the bench. Shirley getting it in there, and it's Phillips getting up to get that rebound once again, unable to get the second one. That one's blocked by Guinness. Getting up, tossed up, Phillips. Guinness tosses it, hits the rim on the way to Phillips. They're unable to convert the alley-oop opportunity. They're going to have to make that one up later on. Southeastern still with a 9-point lead, and that's Johnson who holds it at the top after a rough start. That one tossed right out to Buford. Buford on Johnson with a one-on-one. Buford puts that in for two. Timeout called. Florida College back within 7. Malik Buford now has 10 with a rebound and assist. Larion Guinness with 7 points, as we just mentioned. Now up to 10 assists and 5 rebounds. And Nate Duda with 16, shooting over 50% from the field and shooting 66% from outside the line with 4 rebounds and an assist. Keegan Phillips putting some work in. We have not seen James Agony Jr. in the second half so far. We'll see. We'll see if this Florida College starting 5 can hold on. They'll put Buford back out there as well. The Falcons going to have to make a charge. Under 8 minutes now. Falcons trailing by 7. It's Southeastern's ball. It's going to be inbounded by Diego Platas. Reynolds with Shirley on defense. Finds Johnson. Buford on Johnson still. And Duda on defense against Plata. Steps up. That one a little bit long. Buford gets in the way, but it's recovered. Southeastern with a huge recovery there to prevent more momentum for the Falcons offense. Trying to work down. That one's out. Off the hands of Guinness, it's called. Southeastern's ball. They have 6 seconds to put a shot up. Johnson just off the right side, and it's Guinness who recovers, finds Duda. Duda pump fakes, gets down low, foul called. That's Nelson Reynolds going to be charged with the foul. Duda makes the first to get it back within 6. And he'll have a chance for one more. Duda has 17. He'll tie Chase Hettinger at 18 points. And he does just that. Shooting incredibly well so far today. Duda and Hettinger carrying this Falcons team alongside Buford offensively. That's a foul called and a huge momentum swing for the Falcons. They're back within 5 now. They have the ball back after the foul called on the push from Keontae Thomas. Getting a little bit sloppy, and maybe some good defensive play from Guinness to be able to draw that foul. That allows the Falcons to have some more momentum. They'll bring it back down, and we'll see if they can get back within 2 or 3 and make it a one-possession game. Guinness looks to drive down. He's stopped, and it's Duda who ends up with it. Finds Phillips. Phillips is shoved. Doesn't come up with it. Thomas looks to go down, and it's Phillips scrapping to come away with it. Shirley ends up for the easy 2. Keontae Thomas, no match for him down low. It's a one-possession game. Falcons back within 3. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left on the clock, and Southeastern going to try to stop the bleeding and hold on to this 3-point lead. It's swung around. That one put up for 2. It's Nelson Reynolds, who is now in the double-digit point column with 10. Buford gonna settle things. Calls for the pick, but gets jammed up on that right side. Looks to push it again. Has to find Duda outside. Duda drains it once again. They're back within 2. Duda's up to 21. He's 5 for 7 from outside, shooting lights out. And just like that, Falcons are back within 2. And it's Nelson Reynolds who goes up once again to make it a 4-point game. And the Falcons look to answer. It's Buford. Looks for Phillips. Phillips just off. Falcons are going to get the rebound. It's Shirley who ends up with it. Duda just long. Phillips unable to hold on. Duda with a very contested shot. No doubt feeling good, but unable to make that opportunity count. Southeastern holds the ball as we creep under the 5-minute mark. They're going to settle it and give them some time to relax and reset. That one put up. Buford slaps it out. Shirley, opportunity, just short. Duda unable to get a hand on it. It's Amir Brikat who comes away with the rebound. Keontae Thomas holds it. Finds Murphy over to Amir Brikat once again. Stepping back outside the line, no shot. Thomas goes down low with it. And a poor shot put up by Brikat. Another missed opportunity. Both sides struggling these past couple of opportunities. Have not gone their way. Rolled outside, it's Duda. Gonna pump fake, find Phillips. Southeastern's ball on the errant pass. There was nobody there. Buford and Phillips unable to get to it in time. Checking back in for Southeastern is Ahmad Johnson and Joshua Blazquez. Nathan Michelson will return as Keontae Thomas and Nelson Reynolds get a break. Chase Hettinger in now for the Falcons in place of Isaiah Shirley. That one tossed down low. Plata's opts to go back outside. Stepped up. No shot. It's Hettinger going to grab the rebound. Guinness ends up on the ground, but he recovers. Falcons need an opportunity here. Duda puts it up. 4-3, and it's good once again. Duda with 24. 6 for 9 from outside the line. Timeout called. Guinness forcing the timeout. Falcons back within 1 as Southeastern is forced to call a timeout. And Joshua Blazquez left scrambling. Has to give the signal to the referee. Right now, Nate Duda is coming alive offensively. Not only does he have 5 rebounds, he's 100% from the free throw line. and is 8 for 14 from the field. Right now, the Falcons as a whole shooting 55% from the field and 54% from outside the line. The only thing that they will have to be careful of, that they did a better job of at the beginning of the second half, is the turnovers. Right now, Southeastern has scored 13 points off of 11 Falcons turnovers. On the other side, though, the Falcons defense has forced 5 turnovers just in this second half. Southeastern is up to 7 on the day. Southeastern is also out-rebounding Florida College, 29-23. Ahmad Johnson tosses it into Blazquez. Johnson ends up with it, has an opportunity and doesn't take it. He will dump it out to Derek Murphy instead. Plottis finds Blazquez. Opportunity for Murphy. He drains that from outside, left wide open. Falcons have a 4-point deficit to overcome once again. Hettinger tosses it to Duda. Realizes he was about to get blocked and ends up getting the stop. What a huge play from Hettinger to save the Falcons from giving the ball up. That one, it's Duda. Just off, and it's Phillips who's going to grab it. Hand it off to Hettinger. A huge block. Phillips puts Johnson on the ground down low. 10 seconds left on the shot clock, and it's Buford who's going to pump fake. He'll go up for the 2 and put it away strong on the basket. 2-point deficit now for the Falcons. It took a long time for the play to develop, but the Falcons, after a couple of missed opportunities and shots, are able to put up 2. A minute 50 left. 1 possession game. Southeastern by 2 as we head into these last minute and 40 seconds. It's Blazquez tossing it out to Murphy once again, and that one's in and out. Murphy with a good-looking shot, and it's no good, and now the Falcons have a chance to tie it. A minute 30. Guinness trips on the way down. It's Duda. Outside, it's Guinness. Guinness is going to drive down, put up a 2. That one's off. Recovered and settled by Murphy with a minute 15 left. They're not going to foul Murphy. Almost doesn't see it. They need to bring it across in time, and they do. Now the clock creeps down to a minute. Falcons still trail by 2. They need to force a miss here from Southeastern. 7 seconds on the shot clock, and it's Blazquez who's going to go down. Forced back out, puts it way long. Johnson not going to put it up in time. Shot clock violation. Falcons have the ball with 50.5. Johnson didn't like the tip. Either way, the ball not hitting the basket in time, which results in a shot clock violation either way. And it's Guinness now who will bring it down. Falcons need 2 quickly here. Phillips puts it in, the alley-oop dunk behind the back. Are you kidding me? 38 left, stolen away, it's Guinness. He's got it again. He's gonna find Buford. Buford goes down for the 2. He puts it in, and the Falcons lead with 30. Have you ever seen anything like that? What looked to be just a smooth coast into the finish line for Southeastern has turned in to a Falcons lead by 2 with just 27 left. all started with the alley-oop behind the head dunk from Keegan Phillips. And shortly after, Larion Guinness coming up with a huge steal. Joshua Blasquez tries to take advantage of the Falcons being left behind on offense and gets a little bit sloppy. And it's Larion Guinness who steps in and gets the steal, and Malik Buford rushes back to get the 2. Falcons with 86, Southeastern with 24. Larion Guinness now has 13 assists on the day. Falcons bench is fired up with these last 27 seconds left on the clock, and Southeastern now being the ones who have to make something happen. Blasquez is going to be the one who gets it outside. It's Plottis now. Looking to find Johnson. They break it up a little bit. Johnson misses. That's in the hands of Phillips. Phillips is going to get it to Duda. They'll want Duda to be the one to shoot. And the Falcons have it with 15 seconds left. Falcons do have to inbound it one more time before they're in the bonus. Southeastern has 6 fouls in the second half. 15 seconds left. Southeastern will now call a timeout. And Johnson, who's been so good in this second half for Southeastern, struggled a little bit in the first half. They pulled him for the majority of the last part of the first half and then came out swinging in the second half. He's 6 for 13 from the field, and he's been 50% from outside the line, with 14 points to boot. Has that opportunity down low. And it ends up being Keegan Phillips who steps up and forces him outside of the paint to try to take that shot off the glass, and is just a little bit strong with it. And now they've got Krzyzewski coming into the game for the first time today. No doubt somebody who they do not mind sending to the line. Krzyzewski shoots very well. Looks like they're going to have Guinness alongside Krzyzewski being the 2 to look to inbound it. Krzyzewski gets it. Foul called. 12.7 will send Krzyzewski to the line. Krzyzewski needs to make both of these to put it out of reach for Southeastern. Krzyzewski makes the first. Fresh off the bench. Comes out and puts up a clutch free throw. And now, even if Southeastern hits a 3, it will be to tie. And if Krzyzewski's able to capitalize on this second opportunity here, it will make it a 2-possession game for Southeastern. Florida College will need to be careful to not foul outside the line. Now it's Krzyzewski with an opportunity to put this one away. 13 seconds left on the clock. If he misses this, Southeastern still needs to answer quickly. Of course, he makes it. Subs coming in. Krzyzewski doing his job, coming off the bench. Completely cold, getting 2 free throws. Guinness going to try to hold him in the backfield. They try to get it up quickly. Duda gets in the way. A great job from Duda to force another inbound from Southeastern on their own side now. 9 seconds left. Southeastern will need a 2 at least and a quick timeout. That one's stolen away. Guinness charged with a foul instead. They do waste a second and a half, but Guinness and the Falcons bench did not like that call at all. They're going to call the timeout once again. Southeastern runs the equal to a wheel route heading down towards the basket and gets shut down. Guinness ends up with the ball, but they call it a shove, I guess, on Guinness. On the plus side, Falcons did burn a couple of seconds there. They're down to 7.3 on the clock. Southeastern is still in the same position they were before. They need a quick 3 and a timeout, and then just hope that the Falcons cannot inbound on that next play. For Southeastern, it's been Derek Murphy who has led in the points column. He's 3 for 6 from outside, 2 for 2 from the free throw line on 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And he's done that coming off the bench for Southeastern, as well as Joshua Blazquez, number 14 in the points column. 3 for 4 from outside, 2 rebounds and 3 assists. We'll see now if the Falcons can hold on. Blazquez has it. Can't find Johnson. Pulls up. That one's off. 3 seconds left. Foul. That pretty much secures it for the Falcons. If the Falcons are smart, they'll make the first and miss the second. With only 2 seconds on the clock, Southeastern would not have enough time to put up a 3. That one's missed. A second and a half left, and they're not even going to have a chance either way. Falcons come from behind to win it by 4. What a performance from Florida College after what looked like a disastrous start to their second half. Florida College comes away with it, and it's Nate Duda who carries them to victory with 24 points on 5 rebounds. Hettinger with 18, Malik Buford with 16, Larion Guinness with 7 points, 7 rebounds, and 13 assists. Keegan Phillips with 7 on 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Isaiah Shirley with 7 on 2 rebounds and an assist. Sterling Washington with 7 on 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Florida College as a whole shot 55% from the field on 60 attempts. They made 33. From outside the line, they shot 52%. What a strong performance from this Falcons offense today. They held it to 11 turnovers. Southeastern held it to 8. Southeastern with an incredible performance, just getting beat out after quite possibly the most exciting game we've seen all year for the Falcons. They take down the conference rivals Southeastern. They are now 2-1 in conference play. That will push them to 3-1 and will be 8-13 overall. Heading into their next match, They take on Florida Memorial at 7 p.m. on January 21st. That is a Tuesday night. We hope you'll join us here. I'm Aiden Bassett, live from Conn Gymnasium for Florida College Basketball.